Hello. So recently, I've been having direct messages about, please, Mama, did you take anything before you conceive your twins? Did you do IVF? Were you on any kind of medication? Well, the answer is, I would say no, because I was treating what I know was wrong with me, or what I know was the delay for my conception. Yes. Like before I had my first child, who is almost 6 years now, I had delay 4 years before I had her, and I already know what was wrong with me. I was diagnosed with high prolactin. So I treated it, then it didn't go. So these days, once you say you want a child, the money is like this. So I've checked myself, I've treated medically earlier, it didn't work for me. And I do not have the money again. So I had to start doing things on my own before I conceived my first child. So I already know what was wrong with me. So I took those things, and some months after, I got pregnant with my daughter. After her, I stayed another 5 years. Though my husband was in and out, but that's not the reason, because some people, in fact, the one that is just moving out can get them pregnant. So I already know what was wrong with me. So during those times, like if my husband is around, I will just be treating the high prolactin and PCOS. So I treated it native way, because I already know what was wrong with me. So, and mind you, what my delay for conception is may not be the reason for your own. Like it may not be the same as you. So my body is different, your body is different. The reason why I delayed may not be the reason why you delayed. So that's the simple thing. That's the simple truth. And some people may be like me, I use Gova. See, people neglect that leaf a lot. It's common, it's everywhere, but it's a wonderful leaf. And this fresh okra, fresh from the farm, people neglect it, but I bet you see those two things, Gova leaf and that okra leaf, oh, they did wonders. I know, because they were the first line of my treatment. Yes, the Gova leaf, I took it a day my period started, till just for 3 days. I took it for 3 days. I stopped, whether I finish it or I did not finish. And again, the Gova leaf, you must not remove the leaves from the water when you cook it. Leaving the leaves there for as long as you take those leaves. You find out that a day or two after, you see some jelly things, like pure white gels on those leaves. So leave them inside the water. Some people will cook and drain the water, throw the leaves away. No. Leave the leaves inside the water for as long as you take it. For that 3 days, like me, I took my own 3 days on my period. Then 3 days on my period before I discard. I do not remove the leaves. I always leave the leaves inside the water for as long as I take it. Then after that, immediately I stopped the Gova leaves. By then, before then, I must have soaked my okra. The okra, you soak it a day before you start taking it. Very fresh okra. So I soaked okra and I took it for 5 days. So each set of the one I soak, okra is a perishable thing, especially when it's in water, or like when it's being soaked. So I take it just the first day, and the second day I discard, because it can't get to the 3rd day. The taste must have changed. So when I discard, before I discard, I'll make sure that I've soaked another one that will be ready for my next consumption. So for like 5 days or 1 week, I took that okra. And I find out that during the time while I was on those that okra water, I found out because I used to have this hotness in my stomach. But during that period of taking that okra water, I did not experience it again. So you may say, I have tried the guava leaf, I have tried this. Don't give up. And again, mind you, prayer. Don't forget to back up your treatment with prayer. I did that. So for me, I wouldn't really say this is what I took that made me conceive my twins, or this is, I was just, I was just treating myself. So those, the guava leaf, the okra, they were my first line of treatment. So, and I decided to come post it. Like, I've been getting the messages, how did you do it, how did you do it? I said, like, I know how things individually, so I thought it wise to come out publicly and say it. Maybe you may benefit from it. So maybe it's my testimony. So the guava leaf and the okra were my first line of treatment before I proceed, because I already know what I was treating. I already know my delay. So, because medically, if you call it infertility, the money, it's like this. So for me, I didn't have it. That was the reason why I treated myself, because I know the things I can use for my own condition. Yes. So that is why I say, I don't know what your problem is, like the delay for your conception. So I know what was wrong with me. That was why I was treating myself. So if you think you have similar problem with me, then you may just give it a try. And don't say, okay, maybe you use it one, it's the way you're supposed to take it. So most people, even people that are not trying to conceive, do take that guava leaf. Because I remember my mother, like all those things, I knew it from my mother when my mother was alive. Like this hotness of the body, my mother used to take that okra water. She would soak it and drink it. So that too is another way of treating hotness of the body. So it's safe for you, even if you are trying to conceive or you are not trying to conceive. So don't say, maybe I tried it last month, it did not work for me, so you gave up and say it doesn't work. No. And mind you, my guava leaf, I boiled it like that. I did not put clove, nothing, because some people will do so many things in it, but me, just plain, I boiled it, but I did not remove the leaves. So the leaves were in there for as long as I took the water. After 3 days, I discard. And don't forget, God is the number one. So do not forget to always include prayer in your treatment. So bye. I hope it works for you. So if you think you have the same problem that I did have, you may give it a try. So that is why I didn't want to respond people in my